mother swore she'd not seen a child before so ready for a fight. But she was one and she was sickly sorry, blighted to behold, refused the breast, cried till her chest ached, simply could not be consoled. And when she wasn't busy crying, she would stare wide-eyed and mute, while her heart and mind grew bigger than her small frame could follow suit. Her dad got itchy feet, this kid was such a chore to grow. But before he hit the road, he looked at her and said, "Girl, before I go, no, you gotta get big. You gotta get so big. You gotta get so big, so tall. 'Cause if you take the time to get real big as you go through life, you won't be afraid of anything at all." From poorly babe to homely child to sullen, stubborn lass, she grew up picking fights and telling lies as bold as brass. She was scrappy, she was mean, she took the boys all by surprise. 'Cause you'd not say she was a looker till you looked deep in her eyes. Soon her ragged mother died, although she'd hemmed and hawed, said, "I've reached the end of my road, now go on and find your paw. I'm not sure where you'll find him, but my first guess would be a bar, and those spindly legs won't get you very far. You're gonna have to get big. You gotta get so big. Project yourself like shadows on the wall. And if you take the time and do the things that I describe, you won't be afraid of anything at all." She had some ground to cover and some tracks to make alone, and every place she showed his picture, they'd say, "You just missed him, child, he's gone." By horse and rail she trailed him, bitterness fueling her stride, anger making muscles pump even as rejection stung her pride. She swore he'd see the girl who'd worn a path through miles trod, and the shock would leave him speechless and slack-jawed. But the trail went cold in Abilene, in a shadowed stony place, sacred to the memory carved on his marble face. And it was time to get big. Gotta get so big. Expand yourself like Rome before the fall. And if you take the time and do the things that I describe, you won't be afraid of anything at all. Well, she wasn't gonna quit now, but all she could think to do was sew a Zeppelin out of tarps and hire herself a crew. A dozen mystics chanted over plutonium and tin, and they flew straight up to heaven's gates and hollered up, "Hey, let us in." St. Peter sighed and rolled his eyes, glared at them one by one. "Can't let just anybody pass, this place would soon be overrun. And I wouldn't let you meet Saxon, even if that weren't the case. Besides, your dad's not here, he's in the other place." And it was time to get big. Gotta get so big. Move heaven and the earth with every footfall. 'Cause if you take the time and do the things that I describe, you won't be afraid of anything. her past, 'cause he saw the gas that lit up all her rage. And on the other side, Cerberus tried to delay, but she kicked and kicked and kicked again, then continued on her way. And Satan loomed before her, straddling stones on mighty hawks. She just shrugged and walked beneath them, and then found the gates unlocked. It took a while to find her paw, though she asked for him by name, 'cause everyone was pushing boulders and everyone kinda looked the same. But she finally locked eyes with the man whose eyes looked just like hers, sprinted up, jabbed a finger at the poor bedraggled cur. She said, "Why'd you leave? Why'd you go? Why'd you bail when things got tough? I could have stopped you if I'd tried, but I just wasn't big enough." His mouth twitched at the corner, at the scowl that split up her face. He said, "The very fact you stand before me here makes you bigger than this place. And why